You have the power to change one thing about the world, and you get $1 for every person that is pissed off as a consequence. What do you change? Everyone must reset their password for all accounts, and you cannot use a previously used password, including the new passwords. GIF's official pronunciation now has a hard I, like GIF. Mosquito bites are now twice as itchy. Everyone is required to give me $1 every day. I get $1 every day, and people that get pissed about it have to give me $2. The money will be pouring in. I switch all OK, cancel buttons everywhere. Vending machines now only take pennies. Escalators randomly change direction. Not too quickly to injure people or something, just to annoy them about having to switch to the other one. Especially annoying if you had nearly reached the floor below, above, just to get turned around and have to start going up, down again. Best for rush hour in underground stations, and/or people with luggage. Every screen gets an irreparable crack in it. Your phone will notify you every time one of your contacts achieves orgasm, as your Bing grandma and her mailman achieved orgasm together. Every door that was previously a pull is now a push, and vice versa. Add another time change somewhere. Spring forward, fall back, winter slide, 2 hours. I get rid of all mosquitoes. I'll do it for free. Nobody can remember anyone else's name. Every written word is now in French. Everyone who doesn't read fluent French can't read and is pissed off. The French are all pissed off because it's now the language that everyone in the world understands. You must read the terms and conditions for everything and take a quiz to verify you read. This year also, the print is even smaller. Only people who are willing and capable of being decent parents are fertile. Solves most of the world's problems and would piss off hundreds of millions. I'm not greedy. I would get rid of dark theme. Everywhere you go there is a crying baby. Every time you bite into an apple it becomes a raw potato. Addiction stops existing. Better world. And I'm sure I made a little money pissing off people who work in tobacco, pharma, etc. From now on, handshaking involves licking your hand after the shaking. Change the order of letters, and entirely out of the keyboard. Spacebar up top, or some other crazy configuration. Shoestrings are now made of Velcro. Green lights last as long as the amber light on traffic signals. I'd buy a helicopter with the money I earn from the outrage to avoid the chaos. 20-hour days instead of 24. People will be pissed seeing as they lose 4 hours sleep per day. But I'll be so rich that I can sleep in every day and not care. From now on, Monday is Thursday, Tuesday is Saturday, and Sunday is exchanged with Wednesday every third week. I'd still have to go with something along the lines of world peace. At least, I'd get $1 from myself for being pissed at not being more selfish. Change every energy source to renewable energy. This would piss everyone who doesn't want it to change, so I got a fair amount of money in climate change is reduced. Everything is slightly tilted and off-center, all the stubbed toes and knocked over drinks. Blinking makes your butthole itch. Removal of any and all pleasure of orgasms, sexual release, sex idioms. The desire for sexual release remains. Here we go, metric system for the states. Cigarettes don't take the edge off anymore, but they also don't cause harm to the body. This will make addicts pissed off and basically force them to cold turkey since they aren't doing anything for this year, but at the same time it eliminates the negative aspect of cigarettes on the body. You're basically smoking a piece of paper at that point, so the entire industry is ruined. Get rid of McDonald's, or even better, coffee. That would piss some people off. Large corporations will now have to use 25% of their profits to funding research on new forms of energy and for helping those in poverty to have a stable life. Lots of world problems fixed easy. Might piss off like 5 people. I helped the world and got $5. Best thing ever. When asked a question, people will answer true even if they don't want to. Mr. President, did the Iraqis really bomb that ship? No. We did it so we can start a war again and forge them to use the dollar to sell oil. Quote, GHAAA. Put that one piece of gravel in everyone's footwear. You know, the one that refuses to go to the side of your foot or anywhere besides the middle of your step. I'd fix gerrymandering. I'd get $1 from about 40% of the US and also help to fix our political system this year. Change everybody's PIN by one digit. Left and right are flipped, but only 25% of the time. I would add a second ad before YouTube videos. Toilet paper goes over the back of the roll. Everybody's EXS are happy, healthy, and looking great. Since most people have had at least one relationship fail, that is a lot of people who benefit, myself included. Of course, seeing all our EXS doing so well would piss us all off, thus earning me billions. Those who only ever had one happy relationship get no benefit, but they are happy already. Those who never succeeded in having a relationship are garbage out of luck. But that is no change for Themis here. I can buy them nice things with my vast wealth. If anyone was attempting to have happy fun time with an unwilling person, the would-be rapist would be rendered impotent and immobilized for 24 hours. I'll use my power to make everyone pissed. That's allowed, right? Every night all phones will automatically turn to "you can see a mile away" brightness, and you can't change it. Greater than that, everyone has to live their own lives and not care about what others are doing. Considering the percentage of extremely wealthy people is below 1%, I would choose to give them even more money so I can piss off the other 99% of people. I'm stuck between killing Justin Bieber or giving him immortality, and #X200B. Either would make me rich. Ban caffeine. People are never allowed to remove their socks, but the condition is that it has to be wet at all times. No one is allowed to work on their birthday. I'd make Harambe come back to life only for him to be hit by a truck immediately after. Farts are now alarm levels of loud. There is no more hiding behind silent ones. Enjoy your business meetings. Men now get pregnant. I would make abortions legal and easily accessible worldwide. That would piss off plenty of people that I won't mind taking money from, monsieur, and maybe some people that will be happy with this will send me thank you gifts. It's a win-win. Everyone's paycheck is 3 days late. I'm pretty sure this deal was offered to whoever decided phones shouldn't have buttons on the front anymore. I don't know if anyone who was really bothered by losing a little screen real estate to physical buttons, but I've seen countless minutes of people frustratedly trying to figure out which millimeter of surface they have to start their swipe on to trigger the right swipe action. Not allow every Pokémon to be transferred to new Pokémon games. All audio and video are desynced by a second or two. You accidentally bite your tongue after every sentence. Pineapples are mandatory on pizza. Everyone must become vegan. I'd be a billionaire easily. Universal healthcare for the United States. The country and its citizens are better off. And Republican tears will put my kid through college. Half the world population would poop from their mouth without no warning. The other half would live with random people just pooping from their mouth in mid-conversation or while sitting on a train or bus. People who pooped would be pissed. People near them would be pissed too. Piece of resistance. Every 24 hours, half of the already half-world population who pooped from their mouth would randomly stop doing it, and half of the half-world population would randomly start doing. Nobody would be safe. Wait until Trump loses in 2020 and make him president anyway. I figure that's at least 500 million pissed off dollars, I mean people. Repeal net neutrality. Goodbye, Mr. Trump. You are relieved of duty. Whenever you play a Pokémon game, every tile that you can encounter something on is always an encounter. Caffeine no longer has any effect on the human body. Went back and forth between caffeine and alcohol. 1% of everybody's salary goes to me. Videos are only watchable in 144p. Shits now require 10x as many wipes. Everyone is always pissed. Bullets no longer go boom, monsieur. Instead, when the trigger is pulled, a little slide whistle noise is made, followed by a small farty sound. One major appliance in every house breaks every week for the rest of time. I make it impossible to lie about serious crimes like sexual assault, murder, libel, political corruption, etc. Victimless crimes like pirating a TV show that isn't available in your country don't count. I don't care about the money. Getting that wish alone granted is enough.